A massive thanks to Noom for sponsoring today's video. So as you can see, we have taken delivery of the other piece of the puzzle to make our Challenge Stradale Spider. We just unloaded it in the pouring rain. Fortunately, it's got a bit better. The sun's come out, but this car got wet. I got wet. Anyway, let's have a quick look around this one and see exactly what we have. So it is a 2003 360 Spider, classic Rosso Corsa. 430 wheels, that's been obviously changed at some point. We have a Challenge grille on the back. We have a sports exhaust. I'm not exactly sure which one that is. I think it's a Tubey. Needs to do a little bit more investigation. Engine, otherwise standard. Needs a bit of a clean up, but it's not the worst one I've seen. Then if we come around the side, we've got the windshields, xenon lights, so everything we need on this car ready for that conversion. On the inside, let's have a little look. That's our F1 pump. So someone has changed the tack to a Challenge Stradale style one. Other than that, your standard black leather electric seats, and pretty much decent spec anyway, decent looking car. Service history on it's very good. I think it's a sub 50,000 kilometers this car, so it's not bad at all. And the roof is the other key bit we need. That is just drying out at the moment. We've got a few little creases down here. That's nothing major. No holes in it, that was the main thing. And the rest of it, paintwork is very good. A couple of little chips around it, nothing major that won't get rectified when we sort out all the bodywork on this. You can just see here down where someone's opened the door, a little bit here, but other than that, really a nice example. So we're in our 360 Spider. I'm giving it a little bit of a test drive, make sure everything's working correctly before we start to take this one apart. It's a really nice car inside and out. It's going to make a fantastic base for our 360 Challenge Stradale Spider. Now the 360 in standard form doesn't sound really good. The exhaust system on a normal one is massive. It takes up the whole of the back. It weighs a ton. So most people put a sports exhaust on these. And this does sound pretty good, but I've got to say, it is not a patch on a Stradale exhaust system, which you can literally bolt onto the back of these. Anyway, sounds not bad. We've got a bit of a tunnel here, let's have a listen. Ready? See how it gets some noise. Not bad. Anyway, we're going to get this one back to the shop, have a look around it, make sure we've got everything we need, and then that's it. It's going to get stripped apart. We're going to make the 360 Challenge Stradale Spider. Okay, we're in for a treat, guys. We have all the cars here. So Spider Stradale, the Donor Stradale. We also have a 430 Challenge. That is in Rosso Scuderia, and that is key because the chosen colour for the Spider is going to be Rosso Scuderia. You can just see with them parked next to each other the slight difference in the red. So we've got much more of an orangey red on the Rosso Scuderia. Rosso Corsa, slightly deeper. It's a very nice car and a very nice colour, but it's going to look absolutely fantastic in this. And to my knowledge, I don't actually think they made the 360 Spider in this colour. I don't think it was ever offered. So it's going to be pretty unique from that sense, and it's going to have the stripe on it and everything from this car here. We've got mine as well. It's here at the moment, and they're all looking very cool. Anyway, I'm going to move them around. Everything's in place here, so we are going to start building this car. Now, before we start making some weight saving and improvements on the Ferrari, well, it's probably about time I did the same with myself. Despite loving what I do as a YouTuber, it comes at a cost. I often spend 16 to 18 hours a day working, which leaves me with little time to take care of myself. But I've recently discovered Noom, a consumer-led digital health platform. Noom leverages a powerful combination of human coaches, psychology and science to empower people like me to take control of their own health. And with over 8 million users worldwide, they know a thing or two. It's simple to use and has a whole host of great features. I love it. It fits in my lifestyle because it doesn't take up much time, from a small daily lesson to a personal coach. Some of the things I've enjoyed so far, well, the science behind it. Food density, a quarter pounder versus a healthy bowl of salad. Water content, grapes versus dried out raisins. Now, I'm no Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen, and often a hurdle I face when I'm trying to eat healthy is what to make at mealtimes, but Noom has that covered with a vast list of breakfast, lunch, dinner and even snacks all to hand. So like me, join Noom and start your journey to a healthier lifestyle. Just click on the link in the description below my video and take your free Noom evaluation. It's quick, it's easy, and it will help create your custom plan. Now I've got to say a massive thanks to Noom for sponsoring today's video. Now this would make an awesome build. I would love to convert one of these to a road spec. Now we did talk about doing this last year with a 360, but unfortunately the owner decided to sell the car before we could really get into doing anything like that. We've got the roll cage on this one, Alcantara dash, just minimal stuff here. The dash pod there, that is the digital one. Unlike, you haven't got all the needles and all the gauges there. We've got the carbon doors, we've got just the door pull there. Everything is lightweight. Lexan windows. That was an option actually on the 360 Challenge Stradale. Race for cool. Centerlock wheels. This should have, I believe. I love these wheels, by the way. I know a couple of people have put these on Challenge Stradales. They've changed all the hubs and everything like that. So these were carbon ceramics, but someone's changed these to steel. Obviously the cost of racing with carbon ceramic discs is extremely expensive, so this is the cheaper option. For that lower splitter, it is absolutely on the floor almost. So the bonnet pins, all the cut-out switches, polycarbonate front window, side windows. That's glass. That's glass. I tested that as well, but the rest of it, it's all lightweight. All the screen here would be polycarbonate. It's in for a little bit of work. Next thing we are going to do is to strip out the rest of the interior. Now in the previous video we stripped out all the Alcantara seats and stuff like that, ready to go to the trimmers, along with some of the switchgear that needed to be recoated, all that rubberized coating. Next thing is all of these lovely carbon door cards, things like that, that are going to come out of the car and go onto the Spider. Alright, let's have a little test. I wonder how loud the Stradale is. It's loud anyway. I wonder how loud it is without an exhaust muffler. Ready, flags? This, for example, is one part of the Stradale, which is, you just can't get. Ferrari don't make them anymore. You cannot buy these for love nor money. The price on these is ridiculous if you could. I can't even bring myself to say the words. I'm going to flash it up on screen. That is each. That means that those with VAT, to buy those, if you could buy them from Ferrari, Ferrari contact me to try and ask if I know where any of these are for their clients, because you just can't get them. They don't produce them anymore. So those 2 mirrors are way more than 10% of the value that this car costs to buy. One major example there. Seats, you cannot get seats. Dash, you can't get dash, lower dash, upper dash, anything like that. So it's impossible to do some of the things you guys are suggesting. You cannot build a Stradale anymore. Let me give you an idea of just how crazy Ferrari prices are. You see, this is my car. The dash panel here on the Stradale, so 5 little clocks there, 2 little gauges at the bottom. How much do you think that costs? Yep, £15,000. Add that to the mirrors and we're over 30,000 already. Hence why we bought the whole car. It was all about weight saving with the Challenge Stradale, and this is a prime example. Titanium wheel nuts. Saved a load of weight. Look at that, there is absolutely nothing to these things, but the downside is, to replace these, for a set of these, it's well over £1,000. Okay, another prime example, carbon ceramic brakes here all around. These are shared with the Enzo, and to replace these, or just to buy them and do this project a different way, you're talking well over £10,000 to do this. The brakes are around, the discs are around about 2,500, 3,000 per side, per corner. Calipers, the brake pads are almost £1,000 front and back. Calipers for the handbrake are completely different, as are the pads. So you can see there, that is probably, I would say, about £15,000 worth of brakes, £15,000 of mirrors that are gone now, titanium bolts. It all adds up. This is why it makes far more sense to do it with the car. The next job on the project is quite a big one. We need to change over all of the steering, all of the paddles, and of course the keys. The keys are very different between the two. The Stradale shares the same key with the Enzo. Now these things, if you can get them, don't sell them anymore, So on the second-hand market, if you can get a blank one, they're over £1,000 each, and obviously the car comes with two, so that's £2,000. So we need to change those over. Steering wheel's completely different on the Strad, as are the paddles, so everything, the whole column is coming out, it's going to get swapped over. A little bit of homework tonight. We've got a bit of a project here with the dash for the 360 Spider Stradale build. Okay, so this is the original Spider dash, as you can see. Standard, apart from someone who's already been in there and changed the tack to a yellow one. Normally that would be black like the rest of the clocks. And this is our standard Stradale one, and well, most people agree this one is a lot prettier. So what we need to do for the Stradale Spider build is there is some code on the actual logic board for this, which means I can't simply plug this in, it won't work, it will have some errors. So what we need to do is we are going to make a hybrid here. We're going to take the logic board from this and basically put it in here, and then the rest of all of this nice stuff, so the gauges, the actual needles and this carbon fibre fascia are going to be put on the logic board for Spider, so we don't have any errors when we put this thing together, and it's going to behave exactly the same as the Challenge Stradale. Let's do it. There you go. As you can see, that one says Sport, and on the Stradale it says Race, so we're going to switch those over as well. Okay, I'm going to let you into a little secret here. So the Stradale fascia, this lovely carbon fibre finish, is actually not carbon fibre at all. It's metal with a sticker on it, and I swear to you that is genuine factory. So there you go. I don't know if you can just see on the side there, just a little joint where the sticker, this carbon look sticker. All right, so there you go. That is Stradale, but we're going to keep it all original, and so we are starting to take this one apart now. Okay, so here is our Challenge Stradale one. As you can see, the backlight is completely different. So it's got a pink kind of tinge to it, and that is the normal one. And if you look at that, I don't know if you can see this, you've got this kind of C here. So it's like a Pac-Man effect on the back of your yellow tack if you just kept that one. So you need to change them over. So we're going to change all this over, and then we're just going to rebuild it. And there you go, one Challenge Stradale Spider dash, all complete, all rebuilt, and hopefully, and fingers crossed, no errors with this one. We will test it, and then I'm going to give it one final clean up, and then we're going to put it in a little bit of storage until we're ready to reinstall the full interior. Guys, there you go. The Stradale Spider build is well underway. Now, hopefully from what I've just shown you regarding parts and prices associated with them, you can understand the decision we made to buy a complete donor car. Now, obviously that's a little bit controversial. Many of you don't like the fact that we are taking this cult unique limited car, pulling it apart and creating this one-of-one Stradale Spider. But bear with me on this one, see it through to the end. Obviously, I have said in the previous video that Part of this deal was I'm going to build the Stradale Spider, but out of it I will be buying back what we call the Frankenstein, the silver Stradale shell with all the bits that come off the Spider. So watch this space, because we are going to do something really, really cool with that, and it will not go to waste. It will be extremely, extremely well worthwhile. Anyway, the other question that you guys have been asking was, why didn't we use my car here, this black 360 Stradale kind of built? It's nut and bolt. Why don't we use that? Well, simple fact is 2 reasons. First of all, the Stradale Spider build is for a friend. The Spider and the Silver CS were supplied by him for that reason. This is my car. And the second reason, and this is my pride and joy, even though it looks terrible, I love it. I would never get rid of this one, and it brings me so much joy. And the second part to that is he wants a very nice, pristine car. This is far from it. This is complete opposite end. Smiles on my face driving this one, and it has been used and abused, so this is not the donor car for him. And then the third option was, why didn't we just do as I did with this and buy all the parts and put them on the Spider? Well, simple answer to that one is you can't do it anymore. Ferrari don't have the parts. They don't make the parts anymore. If you can get the parts on the second-hand market, they're ridiculously expensive. They are more than they are new, and we all know what Ferrari prices are like. Plus, this car, when I built it 12 years ago, took me 3 years to complete, to find all the bits. And that was when these cars were not cult collector cars. So you could actually get the bits in. Nowadays, forget it. You just can't do it. But the silver car, like I say, we do have plans with that. There's the Frankenstein afterwards, and so I am looking for Stradale parts. We did plan this project 2 years ago, so I've been buying up every single Stradale part that has come on the market in the last 2 years. So if anyone has got things like a start button, reverse switch, I'm looking for them. Please do message me. Anyway, guys, watch this space. It's going to be expensive. It is going to be expensive for sure, but it's going to be exciting as well at the same time. And don't forget, you can check out what I get up to over on my socials on a daily basis, and I'll catch you very soon in the next one. Ciao for now.